Hi there, thanks for joining me today. My name is Luke Bowen. I'm one of the co-founders of Experiential Simulations, and this is one of our Startup Heroes and Heroines episodes. To us, Startup Heroes and Heroines are professors all over the world who are using experiential learning, including simulations, to create the next generation of entrepreneurs. Now we have a great conversation today between Jasmine Bowen, one of the co-founders also of Experiential Simulations, and Anna Svirina. She is at the Kazan State Technical University in Russia doing a lot of great things with the students, so let's listen in.
Alright, so Anna, can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I was born in Kazan, Russian Federation, and I studied for 10 years in my high school in Kazan, and I won a flex grant from US, and I spent a year as an exchange student in Paulsville, Washington State, and then I got back and I entered Kazan Aeronautics Institution. I was majoring in economics and management, graduated from there, and then I did my PhD in this same university in industry economics, and then I did my doctorate because we have a two grade in a different university focusing on regional economics and management, but still I am kind of industry economic person, and that's more or less.
Yeah, so now you're teaching. So tell me about your current work, your current projects in the education field.
Currently we're running a number of projects. Actually, I'm the head of economics and management department in Chistopol campus of Kazan. Now it is called Kazan National Research Technical University. But this is a former Kazan Aeronautics Institution, and it has a heavy engineering focus. And our main project is doing bachelor's and master's in economics with a big big block of engineering sciences, because we believe that technology economists do need to have some ideas on how the technology works, how the engineers work. And our projects run from there. I mean, scientific ones which are related to education, because we are doing now the bioeconomy project with engineers in equipment building, with alternative energy and like small sources of energy. We're trying to do something with wind generators, because Russia is quite a big country.
Yes.
And it's impossible, to get electric wires all the way around. It's just economically impossible. So there should be a solution with the small sources of energy. So we are working together with engineers. They're doing the engineering part, we are implementing the economic part, and we are developing master program on this. And we have a grant from campus, European Union. And we're doing this together with Kazakhstan universities and universities from Latvia, Estonia, and Germany. And this is actually in the end. Coming to the end this year, this project, but I think we will have at least one joint program, because it's already settled with another Russian university, but we are hoping to do one with Kazakhstan as well, because we have similar problems. This is one big project. The other big project came out last year when we were talking with my natural sciences department and dealing that they are engineers, we are engineers, maybe we can do something in economics. And we found that some principles of quantum economics seem to be quite acceptable to explain some things in economics, so we're trying to do that now. If this works, we will implement it into educational process, but so far we're not sure. So we are talking about it, but guys, take care. And also we are very interested in simulation process, different economic simulations. And we did like business games on our own. And then I got one game from my colleague, that's Juris Olmanis from Riga Technical, former I think Riga Technical, I'm not sure if he's still there. And this was a great one. And I got kind of inspired last summer, and I wrote a game, and now our students are doing the graphics for it. So we're developing like a game for the school children, so they have an idea on how economics work, and we are starting with like public economics and public management, and how the taxation system should be implemented, and how what is necessary, kind of cross-border economic ties, but doing it really like, I don't know if you have read Harrison's, there was a game, I don't remember, and some guy coming to some other planet and dealing with the stuff like that. So we decided to do it in this way. It should be fun for school children, so they don't ask us what economics is, they would know. And this is another big project, and the other ones more or less, well, we are trying, because a Russian educational system, especially in economics, is not very good at statistical modeling. And about a year and a half ago, all my colleagues from my department, we went to study SSPS, and then we find R as well, which is for free, which makes us it much better for us. So now we're trying to implement a bit of economic modeling, so we can a little bit, not like catch up with Western universities, but at least to be on the same floor, not like just giving the fundamentals as some time ago we used to. And well, this is pretty much it.
So it sounds like you're a big fan of simulation games. Do you think that they really assist in education these days?
Yeah, yes, just because at least, even if they don't teach anything, if it's a bad simulation game, it doesn't teach anything, but it provides some motivation for the students, and they can see the whole picture. And this is, I think, the main thing, that they see how the acts come back to them.
Yes.
Because there was an idea, and I really liked it, to teach economic natures chess. Because in chess you have to see that you are having your responsibility for everything you do.
Yes.
But it kind of goes not very well. I used to play chess in big house a lot when you're trying to be logical. But since I can do this, at least the simulations, I can show them. You see when they ask like, why we are doing so bad? What did you do? Okay, do you see you've done this? They say, well, this is a minor issue. Well, it's not a minor issue because you come to this place.
Right.
And now you are there.
And you played Traction with your class as well, and that went over well, it sounds like?
Yes. About 3 years ago, when before I knew about Traction, before it was actually born, our colleague from Hochschule Wismar, the German coordinator of our project, he came to our uni campus, and he was doing the simulation game with our students of 4th and 5th year of studies. He was doing the simulation game in strategic management, and I was actually so impressed by the result. So I started looking for the games, and I found first of all one in Russian, which is on the site of Economica. And I used a little bit of this because it's a free online game, but it's too wide, and it's not quite for educational purposes. Actually, it's more for playing. But we found a way to use it. So then tourists told me there is Traction. I was really happy to be the one who can use it. So, and I'm looking actually forward to how we'll do it with the students.
That's great. You mentioned a couple of things about looking forward to the future. What do you think your ultimate goal is? Because I know that you studied in the US and you brought some of the ideas back. What are you kind of hoping for to work in Russian education?
Well, the first thing I think we can do actually, that I really want for Russian universities to go more international. In terms of both teaching and for our students, so they can see, so they can really educate in some sort of international environment. It's especially important for people who live outside of capitals, like the big campus where I work at. So they can see not only neighbors that they actually know, but that people from everywhere in the world are quite the same. They have quite the same problems. And when we try, because we had some guest lecturing coming, and they will be going closely to have some lecturing in probably Riga Technical, and they see the same problems, they see the same people, that they have so much in common, and that really helps because the world is going global, and they need to be a part of it and don't feel themselves like that because they were born somewhere and they didn't know so good like foreign languages, because this is also a problem. This is really not a problem because they can learn it, and it's so easy. There are not so much borders. Like I grew up in Soviet Union, so every time I cross the border, I still have kind of very strange feeling that it sounds very, very important. That I was allowed to cross the border, pass by this guy in green. And I'm looking at my daughter, who's been doing this from when she was 1 year old, and she's different. And I don't want my students to have any feeling of the crossing the border. I want them to be a part of the global economy, of the global educational system. And this is maybe like the biggest goal. I'm not sure how will it be ever fulfilled in my life.
Yeah.
But I want it. But I want them to know that they are quite the same. They have good opportunities, and they are always around, not just in their home city, and then they come back and forth and brings different things from outside. That's what actually the ultimate goal maybe is.
Yeah. Well, you're certainly helping to contribute to that, and it's becoming a reality just as we speak. So that's why you're one of our startup heroes. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you very much for inviting. I was really glad to do some contribution.
Thank you, and good luck with the traction in the spring.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to Jasmine and to Anna. It sounds like Anna is doing a lot of great things over at Kazan State Technical University in Russia with the students. Again, my name is Luke Bowen. I'm one of the co-founders of Experiential Simulations. This has been one of our Startup Heroes and Heroines episodes, where we try to put in the spotlight professors from all over the world who are using experiential learning, including simulations, to create the next generation of entrepreneurs. We'll have a lot more episodes in the weeks to come. Until then.
And remember to check us out on Twitter and Facebook, and of course at www.experientialsimulations.com.